20th of September, and what a interesting day today. And the Fed is out of lies, and they're trapped, and it's such a beautiful thing. And just so you know, they did not and they will not reduce their balance sheet. They didn't raise interest rates. They pushed it off to December, and they're just simply trying to keep the dollar from collapsing on themselves. And it was just amazing today. They told us that they didn't understand what inflation is. I mean, really? Really? They've been targeting inflation for 70 years, and they don't know what it is. But they did tell us that they're targeting stock prices, and that affects their decision on increasing interest rates or not, which is not in their lawful mandate. And then they basically told us that you reduce rates to expand economic opportunity. Now they're telling us raising rates does the same thing. And the stock market really just didn't buy it. It was just amazing. And we weren't surprised. Just knew it. And you know, if you look at, first of all, the futures market, is that I knew that the NASDAQ will probably have the most moves, so that's where I stayed. And so I was watching, as we do with the day trading money machine, I was looking for failures with my down arrows below the black line, which is kind of like home base. And so we were able to short this one. Came down to this pivot here. We got a buy signal. We rode it right back up to here and got out. And then we went into the lunchtime wait on Yellen time. Did nothing, nothing, nothing. That announcement came out. It started to weaken, and we didn't wait. We shorted it and just stayed short until we got down to the new low. And of course, when we talk about the day trading money machine, this is software that we built and that we have on Thinkorswim that you can actually buy and trade yourself. It comes ready made. And one of the caveats, you know, in terms of, because this is not an auto trade, it's really a supplement you, is that when you get a 5-day new low, you need to basically get out of the trade that you're direction that you're in and flip it. We did it yesterday when it made the 5-day new high on some of the other instruments that we were trading, and then boom, we rode this thing long. I hopped out at VWAP and just let it go. So I had a tremendous day. I knew it. This coincided right when Yellen started to talk. And you knew they were going to ramp it up because that's what they do. So these trades alone today were worth over $1,000 to me, and that's more than twice what the software is going to cost you, because we're actually running a special on everything in the room, half off. So check it out. It's under TradeGeniusAcademy.com. It's in the tips and tricks area. Use the promo code Make Money. You get it for half price. You'd already paid for itself today by lunchtime. And it's a great system, and we have training courses on it. We have videos on it, and I do webinars all the time to teach people how to use it. But this is how you can make a lot of money in the futures market. I just thought I'd share that with you today. And the interesting thing about the market today is that the things that you think would go down a lot, you know, you knew they were going to try to hammer gold, but gold's still above VWAP here. This is already oversold, and you have the long-term Stokes are still embedded high. And so my expectation here, and it also started to pull back, my expectation of any weakness that's going to get bought up here soon is going to push higher. The people are not believing the Fed can reduce their balance sheet. Now, they didn't use that word today. They used optimize their balance sheet. And what that means is that they're not going to reinvest what they already own, but they're going to buy everything the government and the GSEs give them, because there's no other market for it. And so their balance sheet is going to keep going higher. They know if they reduce the balance sheet, the stock market crashes. It's crystal clear. They didn't say we're reducing that balance sheet. They didn't say they're going to do reverse repos and push these assets back onto the bank's books and have the banks start taking these losses. No, they want to give those losses to us when they happen. You know, the good old taxpayers, so the bankers are sitting there clean. But they want the bankers to have higher interest rates so that they can make money on interest income. It's not going to work because defaults are going through the roof. And they just raised the cost of every car financing scheme out there. And anybody with variable mortgages or variable interest rates, all those went up. All those companies that are borrowing to get their stocks to buy them back, all their costs went up too. So the Fed is basically screwed at this point. And so now all they really can do is jawbone until somebody's going to take this market one way or take the currency the other way. So this was an important meeting, but not the way people think. And I'll show you here too. So if you look at oil, you know, a strong dollar, oil should go down. Oil didn't go down. It went up. Look at the grain market. Grain market didn't go down today. They usually, when that dollar gets strong, they usually pound on the food market. Same with DBA. DBA went up today. Okay, so they're going to lose control over core inflation. And what we're going to have here is stagflation. So anything that you need to buy is going to go up in price. And we know healthcare is going up. And we know we're all trapped in it. And then food goes up. And oil goes up. And healthcare goes up. Okay? And you have to have a place to live. You know, the rest of the economy is going to get unfunded. So it's just going to be wild. And what do you think is going to happen when the stock market rolls over because of that? Okay? You know, the Japanese and the Swiss can't keep buying this stuff forever. And then Apple, look at Apple. Apple had a crappy day today. Went down to VWAP. We'll see if that holds it. But nobody's buying their phones. Who can afford it? So we're gonna get, things are gonna get real here, real fast. So another thing too I want to show you is lithium. So I've been pounding the table. Get short lithium. LIT, buy puts on it. Bearish engulfing pattern. Lithium is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth, and they're going to be mining this thing everywhere. And so, you know, you can even pull this stuff out of seawater. And so this will not last. This is simply, they're going to start a futures market in lithium, and as soon as they put a futures market together, and it's a commodity, there's going to be people shorting the heck out of this thing. So this is a good opportunity. I'm looking to cover here. Okay, I'm broke even on it right now, so we'll just have to see. The other thing is, I talked about wheat and precious metals yesterday. It didn't hit my buy from yesterday, but I'm watching it. It held the channel here, and if it moves higher, I'll recommend it. You know, AG. So you know, we got in AG yesterday, and it stopped right back out. I had really tight stops in this and IAG. I'll roll back into these again too. And XME, we're in XME, and they're you know, a little bit of a doji. We're profitable on the trade. We're gonna see if that keeps pushing higher. And so just some really interesting moves today. It wasn't as clean as you'd think. You know, if the market thought that the Fed was serious, the stock market would have went down. Commodities would have went down, and we'd have a deflationary spike. And the Fed's talking about things are just acting swimmingly. Well, Goldman Sachs keeps reducing the GDP. We have a major toy retailer going bankrupt. 5 auto plants are closing because of lack of sales, and housing starts are falling. I mean, do these people just think we're just total idiots? Well, maybe they do. But anyway, I'm not buying it. And then also too, the cryptos didn't care today at all. They totally ignored today. And so, you know, if they thought the dollar was going to get stronger, and you know, that would have put pressure on dollar-denominated cryptos. They didn't even blink. So just, you know, FYI, I think this is they're going to make the Fed reduce their balance sheet, and if not, we're going to see the dollar keep falling. And I think the stock market is gonna stay stable until earnings reports start forcing it down. So anyway, this is Bob from Trade Genius. We had a fantastic day, even though gold didn't go the way we wanted to. But I think it's short term, and I think we're going to see a big reversal in the metals here over the next couple weeks. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye bye.